The following program is brought to you by Rogers Anyplace TV. Enjoy exclusive content for free. Visit RogersAnyplaceTV.com.
It's time to get Sidified. The days of the old barber shop are over, everyone. I'm off to Hair Fellas. I'm going to be groomed today. Guys, follow me. It's the world of the new barber shop in the modern age. And I'm walking into Hair Fellas. Boy, this does not look like the old barber shop where I used to go. And there's the main man. The posse's here. Mr. Carlos is here cutting Patrick's hair. And look at this. Sid's getting his hair cut. I always come to Hair Fellas and I'm having a luxury shave. The first time I've ever done that. So guys, Canada, follow me. We're going to be Sidified at Hair Fellas. And I'm here with Carlos Noja, owner, fabulous man, and Mr. Patrick White. How are you doing, Patrick?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good. Awesome, awesome. You know, there's a lot of changes with styling today.
Yeah.
Beards are everywhere. Especially here. I haven't had a beard since I was like 21 years old. Wow. What do you think, guys? Do I need a beard?
You know, I think it's a thing today, so, you know, give it a shot for sure.
Give it a shot?
Yeah,
now, if I can grow one. It's true.
Can't be patchy.
You look pretty good. So what are you doing, my buddy? What are you doing?
On Patrick, we're just giving him like a skin fade.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, this is because you go down to zero, so it's a skin fade.
Right.
And then he wears it kind of like me, just to the back.
Right.
Straightforward. This is pretty much like the new trend.
The new trend.
Exactly. A lot short on the side and a little bit longer on top. It's kind of in right now, especially with the beards.
Patrick, how long have you had this beard?
This beard?
Yeah.
It's probably been like 3 weeks. It was just right after playoffs. I shaved it and just been growing since.
Oh, you're a hockey player.
Hockey player, yeah.
With?
I just finished my last season with the 67s this year, so.
How did you do?
It was a fun year. We lost in playoffs first round, but it was fun.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Hey, are the Senators listening, maybe?
I hope so. They got a big game tonight.
Hey,
so.
If you want a guy, hire this guy. Looks good. Great beard, great haircut.
Go Sens go.
Go Sens go.
They play a big game tonight.
Yeah, let's hope for the best. Hello, Danny Bundy. How are you, bud?
Not bad at all.
Well, it's time for this haircut. Now, with hair like mine, it takes, what, 1 minute?
No, there's no such thing as a 1 minute
And then
haircut.
I'm going to experience the luxury shave at Hair Fella.
Most definitely.
I didn't shave today.
No, that's all right.
Oh,
We'll
wow.
get you cleaned up.
So, guys have really gotten into this beard and shaving thing, haven't they?
Yeah, no, a lot of guys, you know, they like to take a little more effort into their own personal appearance, getting, you know, pampered, treating themselves nice, just taking care of themselves in general. And I think, you know, overall, I think the women are starting to take notice and they appreciate it. So.
It's true. And the other thing, you know, they have these spa parties. My wife has gone to for the ladies. I'm also working in the cosmetic industry, as you know, and with fragrances. Do they ever have a spa party for guys where 7, 8 guys come in and say, let's get a shave?
Yeah, they have a similar thing. You know, we have shave parties, actually.
Oh.
So basically what's happening is that guys are coming in, group of guys, maybe say for a wedding day, you know, they have all the groomsmen come in. And they'll all sit down together and get a shave together.
The day of the wedding?
Day of the wedding, yep.
And the groom doesn't often sometimes say, guys, am I doing the right thing?
I haven't had that happen yet.
I'm looking good. I'm feeling good. No. I just had a shave. You know what? Maybe it's not what I want to do. You haven't had that happen
No,
okay.
Not yet.
I
Hopefully
think
that
won't
won't
happen with somebody at Hair Fellas.
No.
So, shall we begin?
We shall. Have a seat here.
Short, like really short. Somebody said it makes me look younger. What do you think?
Yeah.
That's what everybody says.
No, it's true. You know, it's when you start getting the flyaways and, you know, all the strains going. start getting the mad professional.
Ah.
Keep it nice, and short and clean.
I tell you. Now, Dan,
Yes.
you know what? They say women tell their hairdressers every secret. Now, come on. Give us some good gossip to Canada.
Looking for mouth-watering inspirations for your next gathering? Ottawa's own Margaret Dickinson has what you need. Picture-perfect entertaining on Margaret's Table, Tuesdays at 7.
The Red Cross is responding to extensive flooding in Quebec, Eastern Ontario, and New Brunswick. Many Canadians have been forced from their homes and lost everything. You can help. To make a financial donation to the Spring Floods Appeal, visit the Canadian Red Cross website, call 1-800-418-1111, or text FLOODS to 30333 to donate $10.
Now, Dan,
Yes.
you know what? They say women tell their hairdressers every secret. Now, come on. Give us some good gossip to Canada. Do guys do that?
You know, I don't know. There definitely are some guys who they get in the chair and
Tell you they're low.
they tell quite a bit. I think for the most part, a lot of guys, they just like to chat about day-to-day stuff. They chat about, you know, what's going on in sports,
Right.
maybe politics.
Oh, Lord,
You know.
that's another topic.
Yeah, it was definitely has been interesting talk as of late. You know, with the current politics going on down in
Right.
the States there.
Right,
It's made
right.
for some interesting conversation. I will say that's probably died down a little bit over the last little while. I think people are just getting sick of Trump and talk of Trump, you know. Gets a little depressing after a little while.
Well, I'm telling you right now, I'm not telling you my secrets.
That's all right. I'm okay with that.
So, do your thing, Danny. Do
Okay.
your thing.
So you say you go short, and you know a lot of guys that get in the chair, and I hear this, you know, just cut it shorter. But that really means a lot of things to a lot of people. For some guys, that can mean right down to the skin. For some guys, that can mean, you know, just a centimeter off. So usually get the machine on the side, I assume, right?
Yeah, I always, when I come here. So, just short, but not scalp. You know what I
Not
mean.
scalp?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll start with one of the longer ones and see how that works for you.
So, everybody that are, we'll have to retake this. Everybody watching, boy, the days of the old barber shop are over. I love the decor in here. Everyone's having a good time.
No, definitely, you know, from what I've experienced myself and from what a lot of my clients have told me, they find that there have been a lot of changes within the barber industry, and many of the changes are very welcome. You know, a lot of guys used to say they go into the shop and, you know, essentially the barber would only have, you know, one or two styles that they'd be capable of. You know, they wouldn't be able to do many of the trendier styles. They wouldn't be able to do much with the longer hair.
Right.
So in that way, you know, things have really changed. As you mentioned earlier, you know, guys are starting to grow their beards or getting the shades or, you know, trying out a lot of new styles, you know, longer hair on top, shorter on the sides, what have you.
It's pretty hard for guys like me with no hair, okay? You know, I'm looking around and I see next to us we have Sonia working here. Lady Barbers, it's great to see.
Yeah.
How many do you have in the store?
Sheesh. You know, I'd say at least half our staff is female barbers now.
Awesome.
Yeah. No, and, you know, that's definitely been a big change. And I think, you know, I mean, obviously, as times are changing in general within society, we have, you know, there's really no jobs that are strictly male jobs or strictly female jobs. So one thing that I find interesting, because, you know, the barbering industry kind of took a big hit back, I'd say maybe the 80s, 90s, where a lot of guys started going to the salons.
Yeah.
And as a result, I believe there are a lot of men who just got accustomed to having women cut their hair. So, you know, when they first started making their way back to the barbershop, I think a lot of guys were looking for women to cut their hair. I've often had men call and ask, you know, are there women available to cut their hair, right? So that's definitely one of the many changes that have happened in the industry for sure.
It's great to see. Great to see.
No, and you know, I just think it adds variety. I think any good barbershop, you know, really should have a bit of variety within the staff. You know, it makes for a good dynamic.
Right.
You know, good staff dynamic. Because, I mean, guys don't just come here to get their hair cut. You know, guys, they like the atmosphere. They come for good conversation. They come for a good time, you know? I mean, if you ever come later in the day when the shop is fully staffed, you know, you'll hear a lot of banter back and forth between the staff, you know, a lot of conversation going on and stuff between both staff and clients, right? And,
well, I certainly have been coming here. It's great. And this is your second location, which
That's
is
correct.
awesome.
yeah.
So we'll have a chat with Mr. Carlos later, and we'll learn how did Hair Fellas come about.
Most definitely.
I always say, with my hair, 2 minutes. What do you say, Dan?
No, you know, it's funny. We often have a lot of guys who come in, they say, oh, you know, like, can you fit me in for a quick trim, you know, just a quick cut. Oh, my haircut's only, you know, it's a simple cut. It only takes 5 minutes. It only takes 10 minutes, right? And, you know, I've seen people who just get something as simple as a buzz cut. Who've gotten it done by somebody who doesn't take the proper time and care for it, and it shows. It notices.
Yeah,
especially
I would hate a buzz cut. Not me.
Yeah.
Just not short. Just, you know.
Yeah.
Snip, clip, trim, and shave. That's what you get at Hair Fellas, right?
Definitely.
Awesome. Now, my buddy next to me, look at Mr. Patrick. He's got great hair. Great hair. That's wonderful hair.
I'm sure yours looked just as good in your younger days,
Oh. You know what I used to say? It was like a rainforest. It was lush. It was lush and grown. But what could I say?
Now you got the fancy chair.
Yes. Well, this is awesome.
Yeah, so when we do the, because you were saying about like the studio makeup and stuff, so when we do the shave, like I'm going to be putting like the hot towels, like
that's okay. That's
but yeah,
okay.
so it's gonna,
and then I'll just put a little of the stuff on.
Yeah.
I know I'm not used to wearing makeup, but you have to.
Celebrate Ottawa is a collection of stories for, by, and about the people, places, and rich history that make Ottawa such a vibrant place to call home. Tune in Sunday evenings at 7:30.
Love it. Boom. Fantastic.
Delicious. It was really sexy. You killed it.
French-Canadian fever dream. Or hate it.
I could still be chewing on that right now. He missed the point of the entire challenge.
Was it a disaster?
It was horrible.
Tastes dry as wood.
It was just a mush bomb.
No, this is an absolute fail.
Did you taste it?
This season, the judges turn it up. This should be a cakewalk for you.
No pressure.
Top Chef Canada All-Stars. New episode Sunday at 10 on Food Network.
Hey everyone, it's Carla from Carla in the Kitchen. Join me every week as I give away some of my top secret recipes. These smell so delicious. We'll see you in the kitchen.
Well, Dan, it's like the Game of Thrones. Let the game begin.
Well, hopefully there'll be
Step one, Dan.
a lot less bloodshed.
Yeah. I hope those hands aren't shaking.
Not at all. So I'm going to start off here with the
step.
pre-shave oil. This just helps to soften up the beard and to lubricate the skin a little bit more, help the blade glide. There's a nice aroma to it as well. A lot of guys really like that.
Mm-hmm. Now, Dan,
yes,
I could have you do this for 2 hours. Just this step. Massage the face.
Yeah.
Sid's relaxed, Canada. I'm relaxed.
All right, next I'm gonna put a nice warm towel on your face while I work up the lather for the shaving cream. So the hot towel is gonna help to open up the pores. It's also, again, going to add a bit more added moisture to the face, soften up the hairs, and it's just very relaxing. It's not too hot, is it?
No.
Let that sit there for a moment.
I feel like singing. Oh, this feels good, everyone.
I'm gonna soak the brush there for just a moment. You don't have to soak it too long. Again, you just want to make sure it's nice and saturated. A little bit of the Praso shaving cream there. And in just a moment, have ourselves some foam here.
What's next, Dan?
Well, currently I'm working up a nice lather for the shaving cream. And get that hot towel off your face and lather up your whiskers there.
We're rocking with the music, Dan.
That's right. Not exactly my choice of tunes, but it's not bad. More of a funk soul guy myself.
Ah, that's good music.
Yeah.
Do you find, Danny, that guys are going back to the old brush and shaving lather?
Yep, a lot of guys. You know, I have clients, even clients who aren't using, you know, the old style razors like the straight blade or the double-edged blade. A lot of guys are still using the brush and the lather, whether or not they're lathering up with a cream or soap. They still, a lot of guys really prefer it. I mean, first of all, it's very cost effective. But secondly, you know, one thing a lot of guys aren't really aware of is that oftentimes with some of those, you know, those Gillette style shaving creams that are coming out of a can,
right?
You know, some of the chemicals that they put in there, the propellants, to help get it out of the can, they're not very good for your skin.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so, you know.
So I need to throw all of that stuff out.
I would highly recommend it. You know, you can get, you know, a lot of people nowadays are going the way of natural products, you know, things that have fewer chemicals, and it's a lot easier to do if you're making your own lather to do something like that.
I'm telling you out there in TV land, even this feels great. So Dan, after I have this shave, I might be good for a day or two, you think?
Well, you know, this is one thing. A lot of guys, they come in with an expectation that, you know, maybe I won't be able to shave for a couple days, or, you know, it's gonna prolong. It's definitely gonna prolong the time that you're gonna need to shave, but it's, you know, everybody's different, the rate of growth of their hair. Myself, if I got this done, I'd probably be good for a week, but
Wow.
I got a bit of a baby face, but yeah, it'll definitely prolong the time of your next shave. I don't know if I'd quite say you'd be good for 2 days, but maybe a day anyway. Just gonna grab another hot towel.
So now, Danny, now you have to apply the lather again?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, so the big reason why I'm applying, so I'm getting ready to shave after this second hot towel now.
Right.
The main reason I'm reapplying the lather is just to make sure that the skin isn't getting dried out while I'm shaving. So I want to make sure that, you know, we have good coverage over the face. I'm actually gonna just go get a little bit of shaving cream from the machine around the corner there. But yeah, the thing is that, you know, while I'm shaving one area, I don't want the rest of the face to dry up and to lose the moisture. That helps to make the shaving go a lot smoother. Just be right back here.
So Danny, if I was doing the 45-minute shave, how many times do you do the towel? 3 times?
Yes, I would do the towel 3 times. So again, the service that you're getting here today is kind of a mix of the two. So again, if we were doing the, you know, if somebody were to come in just for the fella shave, I wouldn't, you know, use the lather. And with the brush, I would only use the lather from the machine. But,
Right.
It would save me a little bit of time.
It's
All right, so now we're gonna actually get started with the shaving. So the razors that we use here in the shop, whether it's we're doing a shave or whether we're just shaving the back of the neck, although they may appear to look like the classic straight razors, they're slightly different in that the blade is replaceable. So it just slides out. It's essentially the blade that you would use in a double-edged safety razor. We snap it in half and slide one half in there. So, you know, this, for one, it makes things a little bit more convenient for us. We don't have to worry about the maintenance of the tools, but it's also a sanitary thing. So all of these blades are a one use. So even the ones that I use for the back of the neck, I use it on one client. We discard of the disposable blade, clean the actual razor, the holder, and replace everything.
not the jar with everything in it with that, like the old barbershop.
Exactly. And if you come into the shop, you know, you'll see that we still have that jar full of combs.
Yes.
But even the combs, we do the same thing. We just get you to turn your head this way for me. Yeah, with the combs, you know, you'll see we have on our station a little cup that's full of combs and a little cup that's full of blades. And both the blades and the combs are single use. So now let's get to the shaving. You know, one big thing I think, again, with the resurgence of the barbershop and guys coming in to get to shaves, a lot of guys are starting to learn a thing or two about shaving. You know, I think, again, in the old days, I think it was customary for a young man to learn how to shave from his father. In today's day and age, or at least up until recently, I think shaving has become, or at least the tools to shave have become so foolproof that I don't think many people really take the time to learn the proper manner of shaving. They think, oh, okay, I can just slap some cream on my face and scrape it off. I mean, those Gillette blades, they're, you know, pretty much at the point now where as long as you're not going sideways with the blade, it's pretty difficult to
I'm guilty.
cut yourself.
I'm guilty. I'm using those blades.
Yep. And, you know, I mean, not that there's anything wrong with those blades aside from the price of them.
Yeah, I'm shocked.
Yeah, and so, you know, that's, again, another reason why a lot of guys are starting to switch back to the older methods of shaving. But the thing is that, again, because of the ease of it, people, they don't take the time to learn some of the finer points of shaving, like the proper prep. You know, I mentioned earlier, you know, when, the oils and, you know, the towels and stuff, the necessary to keep the face moist, to help the blade glide. You know, it reduces, the oil helps to reduce irritation of the skin by allowing the blade to glide more. Having the skin moist and the hairs on the face softer, again, makes, you know, the cutting of the blade, it makes it a lot easier. These things all reduce the irritation, so you'll be less likely to get razor burn.
I'd be nervous using this cutting.
It's one thing that I've often found in my experience. Generally, it seems that younger guys, like, on average, their skin tends to be a little more sensitive. It seems gentlemen that I have who are like late 40s and older, their skin seems to be just a bit tougher. So even if the hair on the face is a lot more coarse, their skin doesn't react as negatively to the shaving. Whereas you have younger guys, I mean, some younger guys like myself, you know, we don't grow much facial hair, and it's very fine, so it can be cut off fairly easily. But there are some younger guys who have very coarse, very thick beards, but their skin, it's not tough. It's not very tough. So, you know, you have to be very gentle with the shaving of those beards, because you'll find that their skin tends to get irritated a little bit more than some of the older gentlemen. Just going to switch blades here. That one I find is starting to get a little dull. And again, that's another one of the benefits of using these razors as well. Again, like I said, there's no maintenance to them. I don't have to worry about the razor getting dull in the middle of the shave, and either having to stop and sharpen it or keep going without. If I notice that my blade is not cutting so well mid-shave, then I can easily swap it out for another blade that is extra sharp. They haven't learned how to shave.
Yep.
And so, you know, we'll have to give them a bit of training before they can start shaving.
You're going to be opening a barber's. We've all been Sidified today at Hair Fellows. Guys, fabulous. Everybody's sitting in their chairs, getting their beards trimmed, getting their hair cut. I'm telling you, everybody, our nation's capital is sizzling today at Hair Fellows. Enjoy your day, everybody. Peace and love.
Call the Rogers TV viewer response line, email us, or connect with us on social media.
My name is Bara Adi, and I'm a volunteer at Rogers TV. I love most about volunteering that I do give back to this community, and I love the experience I'm gaining. This is my major, and I really do love it. I do it with passion. As a newcomer, I wanted to feel that I fit in the community. It's made me more confident, and it's improved my communication skills.
This is Rogers TV.